Recording, little buddy.
What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. I know how to stream. that was this last Saturday, the Flowstate premiere, not premiere, private viewing, that's what it was. Beforehand, a whole bunch of awesome folks came out. We flew 2 of my local spots here in Alpharetta, and yeah, we had a blast. And that was the very first battery. If you guys ever wondered what it's like to see me fly on absolute 12 out of 10 anxiety, there you go. I also hadn't flown 5-inch in a while. It was a little rough. That was the first 5-inch battery I've flown in like 2-3 weeks. But eventually I calmed down a little bit. Here, let me... Eventually I calmed down a little bit and we did some flying at Club Metro. And let me give you guys a little bit of that, because that's one of my favorite spots. This isn't Club Metro. What is this? No. Okay, so it's 56, 57. Is it 57? Let's see. 57? Did I only fly one? No. I flew with more than one battery there, didn't I? What is with this footage? It's all mixed up. What the hell? The file numbering is... What is going on here? Hold on. The file numbers are all jacked up. Why is it so cloudy? What the hell happened here? This is not the greatest way to open the stream, but here you go. Here's a little bit of flying from Club Metro. Oh my god, I just hit all the wrong buttons. Was this it? Oh, that's not it. Where did it go? Here it is. Jeez. There we go. Now we turn the volume down. Okay. So yeah, here's some flying from Club Metro with the fellas as well. To everybody that came out, thanks for coming. It was a really good time. James's 2-hour version of the 3-part series Flowstate was really, really good. Yeah, it was a really interesting. I saw it at Rampage as the 3-part version, and I think it's definitely going to work best on Netflix as the 3 parts. But in terms of just sitting down and watching it in one sitting, yeah, James did a hell of a job on this 2-hour version, so that was pretty cool. Maybe I don't know, maybe James makes like a Patreon or something, and because I feel like this 2-hour version, like, we're the only ones that are ever going to get to see it, which is kind of a shame. I hope maybe James figures out a way to do something with the 2-hour version. That would be cool. I would pay $20 for a DVD of it or a Blu-ray of it. That'd be super dope. Ooh, that's what he should do. He's probably already had that idea. But yeah, so I did get a little calmed down here. Got a half-decent battery in at Club Metropolitan. Whoa, just willing it to make it on that one. And yeah, really, really fun weekend. This is when I started to break stuff. So I still haven't gotten that, I still haven't gotten that power loop where I go down. Computer, I swear to God, man, I'm just still haven't gotten the power loop where I fly down at the base of that building under a bunch of trees, and then there's a tiny little vertical gap. I gotta hammer the throttle. You gotta actually prepare for it. I gotta flatten myself out as I come up to the last little bit of the gap to so I'm coming down like this with a bunch of up tilt. I have to actually flatten myself out towards the end of it and almost put a little bit of pitch back, because as I go under the last tree, there's another tree right here, so I have to just absolutely stab the throttle to try to get up and just like go vertical, and then I've got to let it hang, and it's got to carry backwards a ton. It's a really, really, really challenging power loop. It's not really a power loop, it's just going under a bunch of trees and then doing a humongous backflip, and it's like right next to the building the entire time. Still haven't done it. Tried it a couple times there and smashed a bunch of stuff up, which is was super fun. Yeah, Speedy Turtle is the Hex Nano. Somebody's letting me borrow it just to kind of screw around with it. This is my full-time job. If you would like to see me keep going, I need your help. Each and every one of you needs to do something. Maybe it's just clicking an affiliate link. Maybe it's clicking some stuff down here. But yeah, it needs to be a two-way street. The thing that you can do that helps me the most, though, is to just go to CiottiFPV.com. That's going to push over here to my link tree. On my link tree, there's a million ways that you can help me out. The most helpful is the Patreon page. $3 whole a month. I know that's a lot to ask. It's 10 cents a day. It's terrible. I know. I'm just a vampire. $3 a month. You can join the Patreon. I swear to God, you're gonna get more value than that out of it. I post up really good deals all the time. So like, if nothing else, I'm gonna post something that's up on clearance, and then you're gonna want it, and you're gonna go buy it, and you're gonna save money like 1-to-1. But also, you're gonna get access to the Discord channel with all the spots and all of the, what are they called? Text channels. And you're also going to get email notifications when I stream, because Google's notification system sucks. And you're going to get access to the super secret Facebook group where you'll get stream notifications as well. Audio versions of all of these, if you want to get all the content but you don't have time to sit with YouTube opened and watch it there, Patreon has an audio setup so you can listen to these as podcasts. You'll get access to a bunch of really good articles that I've done on filter tuning, PID tuning, the easy way, not the totally in-depth way, the like step 1 do this, step 2 do this, step 3 do this, you're done. And I feel like I have some shit in my teeth. I do. I just got it out. Motor heat, mid-throttle oscillations, all kinds of troubleshooting. It's under Tech Talk for all you guys that are on Patreon. Up at the top, if you click Tech Talk, that's where a bunch of the technical articles that I've written are. So yeah, the Patreon's a really good deal, I swear to God. YouTube and Instagram links. Over on Etsy, I've got a whole bunch of stickers and hardware and all kinds of cool stuff going on there. Over on Flyver, I'm doing flight instruction, flight coaching, helping you out with tuning, and helping you out with build planning so that you don't buy garbage parts, because there's tons of parts out there that are trash, and if you buy them, your rig's gonna fly like trash, and then it's gonna catch on fire, and then you're gonna quit the hobby. So don't do that. Pay me a little bit of money, and I'll get you the right gear so you can save hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on buying trash. T-shirts over on Teespring. This is my little page on FPV Exchange. If you're not on FPV Exchange yet, I'm gonna stab you. And then here's a whole bunch of affiliate links. If you or anybody you know is ever doing an order for anything from one of these stores, if they hit this affiliate link before they check out, I will get 1 to 6% of their shopping cart for free. There's no reason not to hit an affiliate link every single time you do an order on any one of these websites from your favorite YouTuber, so that they can keep doing what they're doing. Amazon.com, for anything, you're getting a new shower curtain. Let me get 1% of that, yo. FPV Cycle, Get FPV, God's website, FPV Crate, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. If you want to PayPal me directly instead of using a super chat, you can use this button. There's my Facebook. FPV Therapy is an awesome Facebook group that I set up a little over a year ago. A whole bunch of us with mental illness issues that are just going through it, getting shit on all day, every day, are hanging out in there, sharing stories, just trying to make it through, and make a life worth living, really. This is the link to the Discord, which won't give you access to everything unless you join Patreon. And then this is just for funsies, a little bit of BattleBots info. If you haven't seen it yet, you should. It's me laughing for 10 minutes straight. It's good stuff. You'll love it. Ever seen a grown man cry? Here's the Etsy store. Look at these beautiful stickers. Oh, the 8-bit. The Clam Man reminding you not to give up. I think there's like 1 or 2 collective stickers left. And then a whole bunch of random hardware for your builds. M3x5 nylon spacers, M2 nylon spacers, all kinds of good stuff. XT30s, micro USB covers if you run props out. there's a chance that if you crash in grass, you'll throw a ton of shit into your USB ports. These silly little TPU covers will stop that from happening. So yeah, lots of good stuff over there. This is the Teespring store. Some t-shirts. You can change the color of most of these shirts, so you can kind of customize it the way you want it. They're all a little bit more expensive than a normal $20 t-shirt because they are a premium shirt, a little bit softer, a little bit better fit, a little bit less boxy. So treat yourself to a really good quality t-shirt that'll just happen to have my logo on it. You can wear it inside out if you don't want people to know. And then this is the FPV, my little FPV Exchange store. FPV Exchange pulls items from all different FPV websites and puts them in one place so that you can price shop and see who's got the thing that you want to buy for the cheapest. You can also take a look in one spot at all the different places selling it so you can see who has it in stock, which is really important right now. And then you can also sell your stuff on here. If you have stuff with a couple clicks and a little bit of typing, you can import a whole bunch of your all of your purchases from RDQ, Get FPV, Power Drone, all into one spot, and then you can just click a button if you want to sell it. So like this 3B Hobby motor, I just clicked a button and it was magically for sale. So yeah, do that. Get rid of your stuff that's just sitting around, and you can piss the money away on new stuff that'll just sit around. Get on FPV Exchange. If you don't, we're not friends. In the chat, we've got some people. These people know that if they type my name, CiottiFPV, it'll light up in orange like this, and I'll know that you're talking to me. If you don't type CiottiFPV, I won't know that you're talking to me. I'll assume that you're talking to each other, and you want to do that anyway. Our chat is very unique. Bunch of super knowledgeable, super talented people hanging out in there every single time I live stream. So come in, talk to people, ask people questions. If you type their names in the same way that you type CiottiFPV, it'll light up in orange for them too. So if you want to talk directly to somebody and really get their attention in the chat, just type their name. Don't misspell it. If you want me to read it, type my name, or do a super chat, or do the PayPal thing. Totally up to you. Paul McDonald was first. Grizz FPV, Remy Tim, K Slay FPV, Robin Duckett, Richard Scott FPV, James I'm just gonna call him James instead of Max for his last name, Steve-O43068, Frank Nicholas, Speedy Turtle FPV, Alexander FPV, Todd 2, Brandon's Baked Beans, Robin Duckett again, Jackalope FPV, Richard, CMYK FPV is in the house. CMYK was making deals at the flight lines yesterday. I love to see it. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. Love to see it. Some people are going to have him do some graphic design. If you have graphic design work to do, if you need a logo, if you need anything, talk to CMYK FPV or else. He's a super talented designer. He just got done with this brand new logo and sticker. This is probably going to be like my new branding. That word. Yeah, I'm excited. KJ Newton is in the house. Bob Noxious is here, skipping through a lot of the repeats. Dragon Wing, Glitchy, KJ Newton again, Speedy Turtle, Chomper FPV. What's up, brother? Chomper's getting made a moderator. All right, there we go. I think I got everybody. I missed one person in the chat. Someone called YouTube just did the thing. All right. I see you, stalker. I see you. Grizz FPV tagged me first. He said, "What's up, collective? CiottiFPV had a blast Saturday, and awesome getting to meet you. And Joshua, hope to be able to fly with you again." It's great to meet you too, Grizz. All of you guys that came out, what a fun time. Saturday was a pretty surreal, pretty awesome day, and a day that I won't soon forget. Let me actually email myself something real quick like here that I do want to show you guys to get you in on the full surreal experience. There it is, 34 seconds. So I want to go share and mail. And come on, email to myself. This is gonna be too big, isn't it? Well, I'll at least try it. Oh, fart bag bastard. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, no, it's already on. Jesus Christ! It's on. It should be on my iCloud. I forget that I have iCloud turned on the phone, and it automatically sends things up. Just to kind of round up the Flowstate discussion here. Check this shit out. If I go to photos. Let me not go to photos. Live on stream. Okay, there it is. Maximum surrealness incoming.
Flying a Cinewoop is very different from flying any other rig. They bring a level of safety to this, which is pretty nice because now you can fly around people, and just the general reaction that we get from people is really positive.
Weird, people. Weird. I look better than I thought. 100 feet tall. Was that like 20 feet tall? Probably about 20 feet tall. I don't know, man. I don't know. Speedy Turtle says, what's up? Who would ever thunk a pokey little live streamer on YouTube would see himself in a fucking movie theater in a phenomenal documentary too. What an absolute trip. CMYKFE says, what's up? Speedy Turtle says, I know this spot. Dragonwing FPV says, what's up, man? Hope all is good. All is real good, Dragonwing. Richard says, no audio. YouTube just did the thing. Said, did YouTube just do the thing? Just did the thing. Richard says, audio good now. Dragonwing says, hello, there you are. June Loco says, what's good, FPV fam? DJ CJX says, yo, what's up? What's up, DJ? Yaw Nasty FPV, that was a cool name. Great group of guys. Thanks again, CiottiFPV. You're certainly welcome, Yaw Nasty. Scroll. YouTube did just do the thing. Scrolling back up to find my place. Greg Womack says, how do you feel about the Sky Stars F7 stack? With the prices on everything increased, would this be a good stack? I don't know that stack, Greg, but what I can tell you is that trying to cheap out on the ESC specifically is not a good idea. And then there are flight controllers that are top-notch that are like a couple of dollars more than the cheap flight controllers. So in my opinion and in my experience, like I've got a shelf over there with, I shit you not, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of flight controllers and ESCs where I said, ooh, this one's really cheap, how bad can it be? And then it blows up. Ooh, this one's really cheap, how bad can it be? And then it blows up. Ooh, this one's really cheap, how bad can it be? And then it blows up. Like, I did that for years. And maybe you can find one eventually. Or maybe it's the first one. The chances are pretty low, but maybe the very first one that you buy is totally bulletproof. But I've yet to meet a single person in this hobby that's had that experience. So I doubt that it'll be you, right? Not just you, Sky, like or Greg rather. All you guys, right? That's, for me at least, that's always like the carrot on a string of trying out the brand new ultra cheap electronic component of like, maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one that's really cheap and it's really good, and I'll be the envy of all my friends. I'll be the smartest guy in the room. I don't know. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, what's the benefit of it? You save $10, you save $20 versus going with one that's tried and true, Acon stuff. It's not worth it, right? It's like these things aren't hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? They're $20, $30, $40, $50. So the stakes aren't high enough to say, hey, I'm going to try the total unknown Because as soon as that thing blows up, now you're in the negative, because now you got to get the proper one anyway. So it's like, you know, you're betting on black 7 rather than betting on black. So in my opinion, don't do that, because it's almost guaranteed. Like, here's the other thing too, right? There's no markup on this stuff. Like, the people that run these companies, the people that run the resellers, like, they're not driving around in Ferraris, right? So there's no markup. So when the one really cheap stack or flight controller or ESC comes out, it's not going to be the same quality. It's garbage quality because it's made by people that don't have a lot of markup, right? The people at Acon don't even do marketing. They just pour all their money back into the QC and the products, it seems. So yeah, I can't come up with a single reason, to be honest, to go with anything other than Acon Electronics. I know that sounds like I'm sponsored by them or something, but I'm very obviously not. It's just the truth. Like your time and your money, more than likely, right? The one thing that you're trying to save, your money, but your time is worth a lot more than $20 or $30. So yeah, I don't know. I can't recommend anything other than Acon at this point, because their quality control is so far beyond anything else that I've run in 4.5+ years, and their prices are totally fair. And that's kind of it. You know, I did at one point buy a Racer Star Tattoo ESC that held up really, really well, and it was a $25 ESC, but it's only BLHES, so I can't do high and low PWM, and it will blow up before the Acon, because, again, the Acon people aren't driving Ferraris, nor are the Racer Star. Although the Racer, well, what's interesting is that one of the Racer Star people drives a 6-figure Mercedes-Benz. Racer Star, Foxier, Dal are all the same company, and one of the head guys of that company was at Rampage, the original Rampage, in a really nice Mercedes. And it was kind of shocking, because like nobody in this hobby has money like that. It was kind of interesting. It's even more interesting that, you know, Racer Star, right? You would think the people at Racer Star would be the poorest because they're selling the least expensive stuff, but I digress. So yeah, Greg, I really can't imagine that stack is magically. It sounds like that stack is inexpensive from the context of your statement, and I cannot possibly imagine that that's the magic stack that's going to be perfect and cheap, right? If it is, awesome. You bet on black 7 and you hit, and that's. But more than likely, it's not. You're going to waste that money, and you're going to have to start from square one, and then you're going to buy the Acon, because you're going to have, hopefully, right? I didn't. I then tried another one of the cheap ones, and another one of the cheap ones, and until I'd tried them all. And that cost a ton of money and a ton of time, and it was not the way to get started in this hobby. It made the first year of the hobby a total nightmare, in which I kept quitting over and over again. I would go to bed like, I can't do this. This is bullshit. I'm just going to sell everything as soon as I wake up, put it all on eBay. If I'd gone with Acon, if there was somebody to tell me to go to buy Acon stuff from day one, I'd be a lot better of a pilot right now. I'd probably be a lot more successful of a live streamer. Because I wouldn't have wasted, 100 hours ripping rigs apart and putting them back together and ripping them apart again and putting them back together again. Slat is a really good example of how quickly you can progress as a pilot if you're not completely stuck in the technical side of this hobby. He's only been flying for like less than a year, I think. But he started from day one. Like, people that start in this hobby now have access to all the info with Joshua Bardwell, and I'd like to think some info from me, maybe, and a bunch of the other guys, right? and it's nuts how the difference, right? That allows you to just focus on flying rather than focusing on why the hell it's shaking, or when you hit the one switch it falls out of the sky for no reason, or it just falls out of the sky for no reason. So yeah, Acon stuff. Spend literally a couple more dollars, and you can focus on the things in the hobby that are fun rather than the things in the hobby that suck, you know? Ripping the same thing apart for the 40th fucking time, wasting more money, all that good stuff. Speedy Turtle says that the Hex Nano. Frank Nicholas dropping the link to CiottiFPV.com. Thank you, Frank. B-Man says, what's up? Missed it yesterday. I was like, what day is this? Yesterday, speaking of yesterday, hey, by the way, tonight's a giveaway night. We've got 4 giveaways. One of them is open to everybody. The other 3 giveaways are Patreon specific. So if you want to get in on one or all 3 of the Patreon specific giveaways, head over to CiottiFPV.com, hit the Patreon button, and it explains there are different tiers, and they're kind of self-explanatory. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat. We'll help you out. We're going to do that at roughly 9, maybe 9:30ish. We'll do the giveaways, so stick around for that. Yesterday, oh hey, hit the wrong button. Here's a little live stream that I did from...
Hey, I set up a little fly day for all the people that
Club Metro.
Town. Look at them all, they're all here. Hold on. Look at all these beautiful people. Look at this fly day we got going on. Look at all these people. Look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, it's
Look
me.
who it is.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Ciottie.
It's Eyeball.
Hey, look, it's got all the broke
Hi,
shit.
Ciottie.
Hey.
Hi, Daddy. Look at, oh boy, that didn't take long. Ah! Look at all these wonderful people.
CiottiFPV.
Hello. Hello. I'm coming in on those goggles. Look at the homie. That's CiottiFPV, everybody.
So there it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you.
Go over.
Stinger Swarm. What's up, Kevin? How you been?
Go over to my Instagram. You can watch the rest of that. I'm not gonna play the whole thing here. But what I am gonna show you is the epic journey that was driving alone from New Jersey back down to Atlanta. Stopped in Virginia. This is my dad's car that I'm going to be borrowing for a couple of months here until I can find something, or hopefully get the goddamn Miata back. Jesus. Here you go.
Situation report. I've found a Wawa. Oh, the most New Jersey of things. I have many hundreds more miles. I think 400 and some odd more miles back to Atlanta.
Yeah, so yesterday was crazy.
Situation report. It's raining.
Hold on, I'm just gonna play these.
Situation report. Situation report. It's raining. Still raining. Situation report. I am wired. Look at this beast. Oh. I think I have like 3.5 more hours, which is nice. Report on my situation. 200 miles left to go. Still wired because of music like this. Status, 4 a.m., 140 miles to go. Never give up. Home update. It's 5:30. I've got 52 more miles. I'm at a McDonald's. Time to make some bad decisions. Get a stomachache. Home just in time for sunrise. I'm gonna go sleep for a month. Good night.
But I did not sleep for a month. I slept for 6 hours, and here I am. And stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a good one, though. Hold on. This is my life. This is my life right here. Hold on. every single time. Every single time. All right, getting caught up on chat. So yeah, yesterday was nuts. What's that? Hold on, let me see how many miles that drive is. I think it's like 800 and some odd miles. I've actually never done it. I've done New Jersey to Charleston, South Carolina a bunch of times, but I've never done Atlanta to New Jersey. So if I just go and hit this button, wait, hold on. Trenton, New Jersey. Directions. So I did, wow, yeah, 800 miles, 796 miles, 11 hours, 57 minutes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I did it all, and I just did it straight through. I flew up there. Patrick dropped me off at the Atlanta airport. Very, very cool of him. At like 10. We got there at like 10, a little after 10. I gave myself a little over 2 hours to get through the airport, which I always do, and I always end up sitting at the terminal for like an hour. But this time, it took me 2 hours to get through security. Atlanta airport ain't no fucking joke on Sundays. Holy crap. Yeah, 2 hours of lines to get through security. I walked onto the plane 10 minutes before takeoff, 20 minutes after boarding started. And then flew up to New Jersey, got there at like, I don't know, 2:33. My parents picked me up at the airport. We went and got some food. And then I got out of there at like, I don't know, 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. And just started driving. And it rained like almost the entire way. It was miserable, which is part of the reason why I was so wired, because I just couldn't relax. Like the entire drive, I just couldn't really relax. There was it was dark, it was rainy, people were driving like morons. So yeah, stopped a couple of times for 2 gas stops. That car gets amazing gas mileage. That car gets 30-ish miles per gallon on the highway. It's beautiful. And yeah, 2 gas stops, a little bit of food, and I survived. Got home this morning for sunrise, went to sleep. That's my life in a nutshell this weekend. From like the most surreal, awesome Saturday to driving a car in miserable conditions, trying not to loop it down the highway at 75 miles an hour. Weird life I'm trapped in right now, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And I love the fact that I can bring you guys along for the ride. It's very, very cool. Athix had fun hanging. Glad to finally meet you, Athix. So many cool people. Got to meet and hang with so many fucking cool people, man. It was really fun. Broccoli FPV is in the house. He says, how you doing, everybody else? I'm doing good, man. Hope you are as well. Bob Noxious says, I forgot about the magnet until I got in the truck this morning to move the body out. Nice. Got to meet Bob Noxious as well. Very cool. We hung. Genix FPV, had a great time Saturday with you. It was great getting to meet you. You as well, Jenny X. It's just nuts. I can't believe how many people there were there. Really can't believe how many people like knew of me. We don't, there aren't many like FPV freestyle events. So and like yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's wild. You guys are the best. It's very flattering and very overwhelming and a lot of things all at once. But it's a good overwhelming. Speedy Turtle FPV says, "Where's my mod status?" I don't know. I make people mods when I'm feeling saucy. You gotta wait for the right moment, Speedy Turtle. That's what makes it. I don't know. I've got. Where are we at? Chris Croft says, where do we find CMYK FPV? Here on YouTube or on Instagram, Chris Croft. But he's in the chat right now. You can tag him. and you're probably already talking to him. Speedy Turtle says, my kid doesn't even like FPV that much, but he's going to start watching you because he likes your sense of humor. Very cool. Speedy Turtle's son, I'm sorry for cursing so much, but I'm an old person. Wait until you're old to curse. Nobody likes somebody that's too young that curses. It's no good. Hear me? I'm talking to you. Wait until you're older. It's better. You'll be better at it when you're older. When you're young, you're not good at cursing. So it's just like diarrhea. You're just speaking diarrhea. It doesn't make any sense. When you get older, you learn how to kind of sprinkle it in and use it as an exclamation point. Chris Croft says, where can we see the Flowstate documentary, particularly outside the U.S.? No idea, Chris. Nobody can see it right now, so there's no telling. We just have to wait to see how it does at festivals, and to see who picks it up. So yeah, we just got to be patient. Realistically, 2022. I doubt that anybody will see it between now and 2022, to be completely honest. It just takes time. It takes a lot of time to do this stuff. James and Joshua are trying to do it right, and that takes even more time. So yeah, we just all have to kind of be as patient as possible. Athix says, freaking awesome. DQ says, bootlegging Flowstate. Yeah, right. Smooth and Groovin says, where can we view Flowstate? Corey Gamble says, yo, dude, amazing documentary. Sorry I couldn't make it to the after show festivities, but I did get my car back home. Nice, Corey. Corey's car blew up. Tire blew up and ripped the fucking side of the car to shreds, but he still managed to make it to Flowstate because FPV pilots have lost their goddamn minds. If we're stubborn enough to get these stupid ass things in the air, we're certainly stubborn enough to make it to a documentary about them after our car tries to kill us. Explosive Fruit says, ideal 6S 1050 to 1100 mAh freestyle quad with a session. I'm sitting at 640 grams. Did you mean to say battery, Explosive? It says weight. Ideal 6S. Session on it. Ideal 6S 1050 to 1100 freestyle quad with a session. I'm not sure I understand the question, Explosive Fruits. I mean, the way that's written, it's just my setup. All I would do now is just tell you my setup, which is a glide frame, Acon ESC, Acon flight controller, which unfortunately you can't get anymore, Foxeer Nano camera, Immersion RC VTX, and Crossfire with T-Motor F40 Pro 4s and Gemfan 5143.3 props. Most of the stuff I just mentioned is down below in the description with affiliate links. But yeah, but I don't think that's what you're asking. I get the feeling that you're asking me something else, and I'm just not putting the words together correctly. Maniac FPV says, "What's up, man?" Where's it at? Look at that! Look who that is! Maniac FPV. He gave me 2 of his stickers. Thanks again, brother. Dragon Wing says, Acon F7 is good value versus durability and performance. ESC, those good ones don't come cheap. Better with one for $80 than 3 for $40. Yeah, exactly, Dragon Wing. ESCs. Here's the other thing. When an ESC lets go, your shit falls out of the sky regardless of where it is. And if it's somewhere that you can't get it back, saving $20 on an ESC just cost you potentially $800 or $900, depending on how fancy of a camera you're carrying around. So don't do it. ESC, in my opinion, is the one thing to not cheap out on. What's nice is the Acon ESCs are not that expensive. Like, there are more expensive ESCs. Most of those more expensive ESCs are a lot shittier, too. So yeah, the Acon ESCs are not that expensive. They're not the most expensive ESC or anything, so get them. Because they're the only ones that, like, person after person after person after person that crashes hard, that flies a lot, that is not sponsored by them, says that it's the one to get. Lots of pilots sponsored by Hobbywing will tell you to run Hobbywing ESCs. Acon doesn't sponsor anybody. And in my experience, more pro pilots recommend Acon than Hobbywing. That says a fucking lot. Bob Noxious says, I assume the ride was fun with the Cobra. Not fun, but done. Jody Droid says, had I never taken a chance on what my LHS called cheap Chinese crap, I wouldn't, I'd not know the joy of Tyrannus and OpenTX. I wouldn't call FR Sky stuff cheap Chinese crap. I mean, hell, for a long time there, it was all we had. It is a little bit cheaper than some other stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call a Tyrannus cheap Chinese crap. I think it's mid-level Chinese crap, maybe. Metal 13 says, these days, it's not even a matter of cheaping out, it's what is in stock that I can't even buy at any price. Yeah, very true. Very true. M2KFPV says, any word on the new F7 Hobbywing stack? Still no go. I will never know anything about Hobbywing stuff because after 5 of their bulletproof ESCs blew up on me, yeah, I'll never buy another Hobbywing product again. So, unfortunately, I'm the wrong person to ask about any of their stuff. Acon stuff is cheaper and miles more reliable in my experience. Yeah, $250+ in blown up. Actually, a lot more than that. $300+ in blown up Hobbywings versus $0 in blown up Acons. And I've flown the Acons at least 10 times as much. At least. Probably closer to 20 times as many batteries through the Acon stuff. So Hobbywing can go to hell. In the words of somebody in the chat a couple weeks ago, Hobbywing should have stuck with RC car stuff, like ground pounder, buggy, truck stuff. That's such a... And it makes a lot of sense. The way that RC cars crash is totally different than the way quads crash. So it makes a lot of sense that Hobbywing, you know, just because they're a big brand and they make good quality RC car stuff, that doesn't mean shit with quads. And that's been pretty obvious with the staggering amount of failures for anybody that's not sponsored with them will have a story about Hobbywing stuff. Rob Oxison says, you're not jumping on the HDLRC bandwagon? Nope. HDLRC is another company that's wronged me. It seems like their quality is getting a little bit better. They sent me their 20x20 ESC and flight controller for that 4-inch rig that I built a while back, the QAVS Mini. The flight controller was really good. The ESC was approaching acceptable. Unfortunately, one of the channels was weak from the very first battery. It did fly, but when you really pushed it, one of the channels would let go. So, I mean, at least it didn't catch on fire, but I would never buy it. And then their VTX was kind of disappointing. The what the hell's it called? I don't know. Their new VTX that's a red PCB was pretty disappointing. So I chose to not... I mean, I talked about all of this on the live streams. I chose to not make a finished, polished edit trashing on their gear. I typically don't do those anyway, so it was an easy decision. If that stuff had blown me away, I might have done like an edit with it, but yeah, I didn't feel it necessary. I don't want to throw stones. Live streams are my thing. I've talked about it on the live streams now multiple times. I feel like, yeah, they expected me to, when manufacturers send you stuff, they expect you to review it and give it some publicity. And I've done that. So I feel like I've done my part. I feel like I've been fair and not like just, hey, everybody, don't buy anything HDLRC. The flight controller is really good. I didn't fly the flight controller enough to really durability test it, but the pads were nice and big. It had an MPU 6000, and it didn't catch on fire. And unfortunately, still in FPV, those, like, that's pretty good. So, yeah. Benjamin West says, thanks for taking care of my live stream fix with JB gone. You're certainly welcome, Benjamin. Jody Droid says, I'd be a better live streamer. CiottiFPV, they're speed controllers, not magic beans. Don't ruin my Don't ruin my dreams. CiottiFPV says AIO life forever. LOL. Oh, AIOs, I hate you so hard. Speedy Turtle says, I toasted a 4-1 from smashing the blacktop too hard when it went splat in front of you on Saturday. Oh boy, what ESC was it, Speedy Turtle? Let me guess. No, I won't guess. But what ESC was it? Remy Tim says, damn, CiottiFPV really throwing me off. Usually home from work by the time you start streaming. Oh yeah, right. Remy Tim is on Mountain Time, so it's 8/7/6/51. He's still working. Oh boy. Brandon's Baked Bean says, what a turnout. Now I'm getting caught up. Here we go. 8thXFPV says, just realized you screamed at my baby tooth while streaming at Club Metro. Yeah, I was chasing it. I was trying to get it. EE Doc says, whoa, early, and we're wearing the same shirt. Nice. DJ CJX says, yeah, I messaged Joshua. I had a feeling Joshua wasn't going to be streaming tonight. So I messaged him. I said, hey, you streaming? He said, nope. I said, mind if I steal your time slot? He said, do it. So here we are. This is going to be nice for me to wrap this up by 10 o'clock my time, because I'm going to try to use yesterday, waking up early and then staying up until 6 a.m. this morning. I'm going to try to use that as a little kick in the ass to kind of get my sleep schedule fixed up a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to try to lay down at like midnight tonight. I'm sure that'll turn into 1 a.m. But that's a hell of a lot better than 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. So hopefully, yeah, I can get my sleep schedule into a semi-human rhythm again. YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back up. DJ CJX says, hell man, I wish I had free time. You were only 3.5 hours away. Speaking of, I can't believe I'm remembering this. I told somebody to remind me of this, but I'm going to try to do... Okay, so I'm telling... There's 73 of you guys in here. I'm telling all 73 of you that you're going to have to bug me because I'm going to forget to do this, and it is going to take some time and work, but it's worth it. I'm going to start doing get-togethers here in Atlanta for you guys to just come and fly. I would love to do it once a month, but that might be a bit much. But if you guys bug me enough, maybe I will do it once a month. But yeah, I'm gonna basically do exactly what I did on Saturday. You guys are gonna message me. I'll probably set up like a CiottiFPV events at gmail.com or something like that email address. You guys email I'll set a date and a time. You guys email if you're interested, and then I put you guys on a big email blast, and then like a week before the event, I send out the date. You'll already have the date. I'll send out the time. You'll probably already have the time, and a couple of locations, a couple of spots that we're gonna fly. Saturday, for example, I sent out a big chunk of text that said Saturday, July 17th, 3 o'clock, address. 4 o'clock, a different address. So everybody shows up, fly. 4 o'clock, we move to the next spot, fly. And then we went to go see Flowstate. So yeah, remind me, and I'll do that every other month or maybe once a month, so that you guys can come to Atlanta and fly some of the super dope spots. Don't ask me if you can stay here. This is all super overwhelming. It puts my anxiety to a 7,000 out of 10. I need like me time. I need, a little bit of decompression time. There are plenty of hotels around here that should be relatively cheap, and there should be a bunch of Airbnbs in Alpharetta and Woodstock and Roswell. Other than that, yeah, come on out. We'll fly probably a Saturday, right? Yeah, it's gonna have to be a Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a Saturday because I don't have like an established stream on Saturdays. And yeah, maybe we'll go out and get dinner afterwards. We'll figure something out. As I do a couple of them, I'll figure out like spots that we can figure it out together, just like the live stream. But like I said, you guys need to remind me of that because I've got a lot of stuff going on, and it's just like I kind of can't believe how busy I've been over the last couple of weeks, and it's just going to get more and more busy. So remind me, and we'll get it going. Rob Axelson says, dude, my wife and I used to do it twice a year from Savannah to New Jersey nonstop, and it always sucked. By the way, I hope your mom is doing well. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot less to do it with a second person. I gotta be honest. My soon-to-be ex-wife and I have done big long drives a bunch, and I haven't actually done a big long drive alone like this in a long time. And man, it is a whole different kind of thing. But I mean, it's about the same level of exhaustion, but like just not being able to like sit in the passenger seat and kind of move around, like having to be in the goddamn driver's seat with like your feet in the pedal box and your hands on the steering wheel, paying attention the whole time. Whoo, that's a different level. I'm pretty glad I was able to do it though at the age of 40. I was kind of worried that like, oh, am I too old for this? Like, am I gonna have to get a hotel or at least sleep in the car? It was pretty cool from like a endurance standpoint to be able to just kind of knock that out. Because I used to be able to do that. Like in my 20s, I used to be able to drive 12, 13, 14, 15 hours straight with just simple stops and not be a hot mess. So it's kind of cool that I was sort of able to do it. I was getting a little punchy towards the end there. Jenix says, I found your magnet on the tailgate of my dad's truck. Yep, I magneted up everybody's cars. I tried to do it covertly so that they would get a surprise. It looks like some people have gotten their surprises today. Todd Tube says we should gather more often. It was great. Explosive Fruits says, I mean, what's the ideal 6S freestyle quad weight? Sorry, it's too early here in Australia for me to be thinking. Got it. What's the ideal weight? I don't think that there is one. The all-up weight is a very personal decision. I prefer 600 to 610 grams. I find that has enough mass for good momentum, but it's a little bit more accurate because it's not so heavy that it wants to slide out all the time. So to me, 600 grams basically is the right number. But if you're going to carry a Hero 8 or a Hero 9, it's kind of impossible to get it down to 600 grams. Any of the Heroes, I should say. So at that point, you're talking like 640, 650. Hopefully, at that point, you like the way that the extra weight feels. One of the big reasons that I fly the Session 5s and continue to buy them for $160+ on eBay is that I really prefer the way that the rig flies at 600 grams, and there's really no way to do that with any. I also like how durable they are and how well they crash. You can take a Hero 8 and pull the little metal feet off the bottom, pull the battery out, put a little door on the side, and you can get a Hero 8 rig, probably even a Hero 7 rig, down to 600 grams, but they don't crash for shit. They break constantly. The Session 5s are at least 10 times more. Like, you can put, if a Hero 7, 8, 9 blows up in 10 crashes, let's say, a Session 5 will take 100 of those crashes before it blows up all the way. It really is that much more durable. It's crazy. So, yeah. And quite frankly, I just can't afford, with how often the Heroes break, I literally, because I went through this. I went through 6 or 7 Heroes in a row. I just can't afford it. I can't afford $40 every flight session, every other flight session, because 1 or 2 or 40 or 80 or 120, right? Because multiple Heroes are going to break. I would have flight sessions that on the second battery, the goddamn Hero blew up. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not flying today. And then there's $40. So it's like, oh, we'll just buy 2. Okay, well, there's an $80 flight session where I only got 4 batteries. So it does, yeah, so there's that. There are also people that like the way 800 gram 5-inch freestyle rigs fly because they have so much mass that they can put a big ass motor on it and throw it over a 200-foot gap. A 600 gram rig won't necessarily do that unless you're on power. Unless you're on power for more of that throw. But I never find myself in situations where I want to throw the damn thing that far. So it's all up weight is a personal decision. Me personally, 600 grams is my favorite. I've had rigs anywhere from 5-inch freestyle rigs, anywhere from 600 to like 750, and everywhere in between. Pretty much like at 10 gram increments, all the way up and down that scale. And 600 for me is the right number. It's just the best mix of kind of everything. And I like the way that the footage looks. I like the way that they tune. They're way easier to tune. Yeah, it's just the most balanced flight feel, and just my preference. Blizzard FPV with a 5 Canadian Californian dollar super chat. He says, "Hello, proper people. Thank you very much, Blizzard, for your generosity. Very cool of you, man. Getting the super chat started for the night." M2K FPV says, "Rugged 3-inch Vista frame I can build for noob friends." I think your best bet is going to be the Lumineer Get FPV, FPV Crate, QAVS Mini. There's a Mini Apex from Impulse RC. It's much more expensive, and it's actually too strong of a frame. When the frame is too strong, the motors become the thing that breaks all the time. Motors have to be soldered on, which is a pain in the ass, and they're $10, $15, $20 per. Arms are like $2 or $3 per for a small rig, and you can replace them with a couple of bolts. So yeah, QAVS Mini from Lumineer Get FPV, FPV Crate, in my opinion, is the best 3-inch rig that's going to carry a Vista frame. Get some extra arms, and be happy when the arms break, because it probably saved the motor. Lead Fingers says, "I know you don't like Hobby Wing, but I had a rope wrapped around a motor on my 7-inch and was trying to turtle mode it for like a minute, and it was all good." Nice, Lead Fingers. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that the components on the Hobby Wing stuff are pretty similar to Acon. I don't know. I've heard way more horror. There's also the possibility that I've heard more Hobby Wing horror stories because Hobby Wings are more popular. But I don't know. Acon, man. Droid says LHS called it that. There was a time when... Who's LHS? I don't know who LHS is. There was a time when the only options were Spectrum, JR, and Futaba. FR Sky flipped the script. Interesting. See, when I started, FR Sky was in the middle. I forget who was the cheapest. It was the one that you had to do everything with the module. It was Deviation. Who made Deviation? Well, I guess they were... I don't know. But when from was it Spectrum? It was Spectrum. But then no, it wasn't Spectrum. There was one below. I forget who it was. But yeah, from day one for me, FR Sky was in the middle. Futaba was like impossibly expensive for no reason. Spectrum was there, kind of same as FR Sky. And then there was this one radio that everybody used to get that was way cheaper than FR Sky. That's why I went with FR Sky, because they were in the middle. I didn't want to go with the cheapest. I didn't want to go with the most expensive, so I landed right in the middle on the QX7. Best $100 I ever spent. I still have it. Still use it. Smooth and Groovin says, thoughts on newbie drone stacks. No reason to get them because Acon stuff is the same amount of money and a known quantity. Yeah, there's just no reason. I'm not going to throw stones. There are other people that have had not so great experiences with newbie drone stuff. Apparently that's now fixed. But again, there's no reason to not get Acon stuff. You can, to my knowledge, you can still find it in stock. So yeah, don't. I know there's this urge to be different and to get different stuff, but it's if you fight the urge, only good things will happen. Because ESCs all fly the same. ESCs either work or they don't, and that's it. Like, if there was some chance that the hot new ESC flew better, I could totally understand it, but that's not how it works. The best that we can possibly get from an electronic component is that it works, and it works for a long time, and that's exactly what Acon stuff does. So just get it. Stop wasting your time to also, right, looking for that hot secret deal. Like, I've done that. I pissed all that time away for all you guys trying to find the super secret, super cheap stuff. Doesn't exist. Don't make the same mistake that I did and waste all that time. There's just no reason for it. Let my pain and suffering make your life better. It's actually one of the main reasons that I started doing the live streams, is that I was in this spot where I was like, man, I finally found a bunch of really good components and whatnot, and I had micros all dialed in, and I felt like I had this like big chunk of knowledge that could kind of help the community out, and that was one of the things that really drove me to, because I never wanted to live stream. I've never wanted to point the camera at myself. I've always been horrified of that, and it triggers horrible anxiety in me. But I had this like higher calling of like, you have to, Ciotti, you must spread the knowledge. And here we are. Journey Droid says, you know we love you. Thank you, Journey Droid, for the reminder. I do know that. Speedy Turtle says, it was a T-Motor Velox 45. Okay, gotcha. So, not super... I asked because I remember that crash. This was a flat bottom crash from about maybe 15 feet, maybe 20 feet at the max. That crash, as an example, would not have killed an Acon ESC. So you said that was a T-Motor Velox ESC. The Velox line is T-Motor's less expensive ESC. So I am not surprised at all that ESC went. In my experience, those lower quality ESCs less expensive ESCs just do not survive crashes like the more expensive ones. So yeah, that sucks that happened, brother. But if you replace it with an Acon, I've had Acon ESCs survive 30-story falls to concrete on multiple occasions. 30 stories. That's hundreds of feet to concrete. Spend the extra money on your ESCs. I swear to God, guys. I have no reason to lie to you, right? Maniac FPV says, love the spot CiottiFPV on Saturday. I'll be back up there sometime again. I can't wait to take you guys to Stables. I was really, really hoping that you guys would vote for Stables for the second spot, but nobody did, which is fine. I'll force you guys to go. Maniac FPV says, hell yeah, I'm down. Ramdonko says, Ripsqueak still out of stock, but the Ripsqueak Speed Freak Edition 3 inches in stock. Might try that. I wouldn't, because it's going to limit your camera selection, and you're going to have to put the battery on the bottom. So I have no interest in that one. But send when stuff is out of stock. Here's another secret, guys. When stuff is out of stock, message the company. Like, all of these FPV companies are so small that, like, if you send them a message on Instagram or Facebook or on their website, like, the owner of the company is probably going to be the one that reads it. If not, it's going to be one of like 2 or 3 or 4 people that work there. So message them. Say, hey, when's this going to be back in stock? Even if they ignore you, they're getting messages from people telling them what they need to stock more of, right? Like, I message Bill a lot, Bill from BQE. I message him a lot asking about the Ripsqueak Micro, but I'm only one person, and he's he hasn't sponsored me or anything like that, right? So like I'm just like a dude on the internet that's asking him. He may very well think that I'm full of shit. He probably doesn't, but maybe he does, because I'm just Joe Blow on the internet, right? If 50 of you guys message him, he's gonna know. Next time he does a Ripsqueak micro order, he's probably gonna order 100 of them instead of 20 or 50 or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I have no problems you guys coming and asking me about this stuff, but no, I'm nothing special. Like none of these manufacturers really know me. I'm just a rando sending them a message on Facebook or Instagram. You can do the same thing, and I really encourage you to, because you're sending that message has pretty much the same impact as me sending that message. I guess that's what I'm trying to impart to you guys, right? So yeah, message them. They'll almost guaranteed get back to you. And maybe they like have one sitting around that's not on the website, that's not in stock, right? And then you're going to really love that you messaged them. Just a thought. Caleb is in the house. He says, how is the China Hobby Line Speedy Pizza 6S 1200? Or the China Hobby Black 1100? Which battery is better? No clues, Caleb. I haven't used either one of them. China Hobby Line batteries for me are way too heavy. I run Tattoo R-Line 6S 1050s rather. They're 170 grams. China Hobby Line doesn't have anything that's anywhere close to that weight. So I have no interest in their batteries. But what I can say about China Hobby Line batteries is that they, I used to run them years ago. They were very durable and very inexpensive. So basically, here's how it works with batteries in my experience. China Hobby Line is the least expensive, the most durable, and the heaviest. GNB is medium price, medium durability, and medium weight. Tattoo R lines are the most expensive. There's about a $10 difference between the top and the bottom here. Tattoo R lines are the most expensive, the lightest weight, and they're kind of medium durability. They're not. I wouldn't call them fragile. They're the same durability as the GNB basically, and there's a real advantage there, right? Like you would expect it to be the most expensive, the best performance, the lightest weight, and the most fragile, but it's not the most fragile. So that's how I kind of justify the fact that they're $30 versus you can get China Hobby Line batteries usually for closer to 20, 21, 22. But yeah, that's kind of how it works with battery manufacturers, which I have a good amount of experience with. I've run and blown up a ton of batteries. Kevin Smith says, will you be trying Akon's AIO? Absolutely not. AIOs can go die a slow, fiery death. They are a terrible idea for a million reasons. I've tried them over and over and over and over and over and over again over the last 4.5 years, and they've always been horrible. So yeah, AIOs can suck my dick. DJ CJX says, in March of last year, I did Massachusetts to Alabama in 14 and a half hours, one shot. It was killer. Slept for 10 hours after that. Nice, DJ. 14 and a half hours. Jesus. Yeah, anything beyond like 3 or 4 hours is just such a nightmare. But like once you get into double digits, it's like, oh my God, this is the worst day of my life. Mr. Syncopad says, ever brick an ESC? I got a Rush 55 amp, tried everything to connect to BL Heli 32. And finally, BL Heli 32 overrode it when I clicked read setup. Help. I've never bricked one. I have heard that there's a way to brick it, but I don't know what that way is. It sounds like the ESC is just bad. I would return it. Always remember, guys, that like you can return stuff. I know you don't want to, but would you rather waste 10 hours of your life trying to get the damn thing to work and then return it? Or, hey, it doesn't work out of the box, let me put 10 minutes into trying to figure it out and then return it, right? Like, I don't... If it wouldn't... Yeah. It certainly sounds like you took it out of the box and it wouldn't connect to BLHeli32. At that point, like, return it. Don't keep pissing time away because, like, it's broken. Like a staggering percentage of the components that we buy are broken right out of the box. I guess, like, we need to learn to embrace that a little bit better. I know that, you know, by the time we get it installed, we're already, like, a bunch of hours in and shit like that, and it's like, oh, God, I don't want to pull it out. That's what she said. But yeah, especially with ESCs, like, all you can really do is, like, update an ESC from 32.7 to 32.8. And, like, there's just kind of, like, no real troubleshooting with ESCs. Like, you plug it in, it either works or it doesn't. You update it from 32.7 to 32.8, the end. Like, there just aren't really opportunities to, like, get the resources wrong or go into the CLI and screw it up there, like you can do with a flight controller. So, yeah, it certainly sounds like it was just broken from day one, and you just need to get in touch with whoever you bought it from and say, hey, you sent me a broken ESC, send me a new one. Because, yeah, there's, ESCs just either connect or they don't. And then you either update it or you don't update it. And that's kind of it. Explosive Fruits says, thanks so much for answering the question. Really appreciate the insight. 640 grams of the Session 5 on an Apex. Yeah, it sounds about right. Apex is a lot heavier of a frame than the Glide. So 640 sounds about right. Genix says, that would be awesome if we all get together every month to fly in Atlanta. Yeah, LHS says local hobby store. Got it. Or LHS equals local hobby store, says YouTube just did a thing. God damn it, come on, YouTube. Fly Sky, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Benjamin West, there it is. LHS equals local hobby store. Got it. Ruby Tim says, Fly Sky was awful, that's where I started, and it was awful. Yeah, Fly Sky was the radio that was the cheapest, that thank God I didn't get. Droidy Droid says Turnigy 9XR. Smooth and Groovin says I'll run with Acons next time I need components. There you go, Smoothin. June Loco says, will you ever go Express LRS? Probably not. 2.4 from, like, a wavelength standpoint will never outperform 900 megahertz. And the most important thing to me is just having a link that never ever fails. So yeah, no real interest in Express LRS. 2.4 is also a lot closer to routers, and it's a lot closer to cell tower. It's a lot closer to... Crossfire is always going to be the most solid link, period. I don't give a shit what the name of the mode is that you can put, you know, hyper mode or ball sack mode or it doesn't matter. I don't care that you've put a funny name on 2.4 to make it seem like it's better. It's not. A 900 megahertz control link is always going to win. And the only thing that matters to me is having control of the quad till the bitter end. From a safety standpoint and from a getting the rig back standpoint and getting the footage back standpoint, that's all that I care about. Video can go totally out, and if I still have a control link, there's a chance that I can fly it into a spot where I get the video back. And also the difference in latency is also not enough to really justify it. Like, if there was a 20 millisecond difference in latency between Crossfire and Express LRS, I would think about it. But there isn't. And the difference in latency, in my opinion, is just not enough to warrant how many fail-safes I hear about on all these 2.4 gig systems. And yeah, when you're going to be flying sketchy spots, when you're going to be flying in really noisy RF spots, that makes a big deal, right? If you just go and you fly in fields all the time, absolutely, Express LRS all day, Tracer, Ghost, hell yeah. But I don't. I fly in really challenging, really kind of sketchy sometimes environments. So it's Crossfire or nothing for me. I actually just turned down Beta FPV sent me an email asking if I wanted to try their Express LRS stuff, and I just said no. I'm not interested in it. It's not for me. which is probably dumb to do, but there isn't. Yeah, whatever. CiottiFPV says would probably stay. CiottiFPV would probably stay with Crossfire over Express LS due to it working just fine. Yeah, pretty much that too. Crossfire is also a known quantity. It's been out forever. Express LRS is absolutely brand new, and with anything brand new, there's going to be failures and there's going to be shit falling out of the sky. And I just can't have that. I fly in spots where I can't have my shit falling out of the sky because I'm probably not going to get it back. And not getting $800 worth of rig and camera back because I was testing some new fucking thing that it has, 5 milliseconds less latency. That's not a wise decision. So I'll be an old man and shout, "Get off my lawn." Quad Doc says, I've messaged Cadix so many times now, I think they've blocked me. Yeah, I mean, these companies will get back to you. You just have to message them and try to be nice. And if they don't get back to you on the first one, message them again or try them somewhere else, right? If you message them on Facebook and they don't get back to you, try Instagram, try their email. Just they'll get back to you, though. Robin Duckett with a £5 super chat with a little smiley face. Thank you, Robin. Very cool of you to support your boy, CiottiFPV. Getting caught up. Almost caught up. Dragonwing says some Rush ESCs need the motor protocol to be set in beta flight before you can connect to BL 32. Really? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. No, well, all ESCs need that. I think. Yeah, all ESCs need that. So it could be that. I totally forgot about that because 99.9% of flight controllers have D-Shot 300 or 600 pre-selected. But 1 in a million flight controllers will have that wiped out. And that could totally cause an issue to whoever was asking about the Rush ESC earlier. Good call, Dragonwing. Brian Ladmeraw, and it looks like I'm caught up, he says, not so true these days about 900 megahertz. Amazon just turned on Amazon Sidewalk, I think, which is a built-in 900 megahertz system in all of their new devices. Only time will tell how it affects things, CiottiFPV. They turned that on all of their new devices, huh? Interesting. Trying to think of like where Amazon devices are going to be. So Amazon devices are going to be in people's pockets, so on actual sidewalks. They're going to be inside of buildings. But I'm primarily scared about the outsides of buildings, where there's cell towers and where there's other RF nonsense. So I feel like that's fine, because we don't want to be flying near people anyway, right? Phil Sonnenberg says they're trucks. That's interesting. We don't want to be flying in traffic anyway, so that's fine. The main things that I'm concerned with, and that in the real world knock people out of the air in really shitty situations, are antennas. And I don't think Amazon is going to be putting big, powerful antennas up with 900 megahertz. But maybe. You never know. Maybe they will. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's do... Oh, it's 9:30. Let's do the giveaways. So here's another benefit to joining the Patreon page. It's going to give you access to the Video Collective, which is a text channel over on Discord where you can post your edits. And while I'm doing the putting people on the wheels, Jesus, I play a couple of your guys' videos. So I'm going in there now. We're gonna go the Video Collective, and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna grab a couple of videos here. We're gonna grab Haxed, and let's mute these. All right, we're gonna grab... Hey, look at that. Maniac got his Flowstate pregame edited up. Very cool. Good timing, brother. All right, and then we're going to do one more. and that's going to be recursive. So I'm going to let these play with some copyright-free music. If you need copyright-free music, Epidemic Sound is the only place to go to. I actually have an affiliate link down below if you want to do it. So yeah, let me get this rolling, and I will put everybody on the wheel. I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy some flying from Haxed, Maniac FPV, and Recursive. I'll be right back, boys. So we've actually got a problem. I'm locked out of Patreon. No Patreon notification went up today because for no good reason, they won't let me log in. I'm getting the, when I try to log in, they say, this is a brand new device, which is total bullshit. We're sending you an email, and the email won't come through. So, wait, no, the email finally came through. I was hoping that it would. Ah, there we go. Okay, forget I said that. That song sucked anyway. Let's pick a different song. Alright, we're back. Alright, people, let's get this thing going. Here comes the link to recursive. Alright, let me make sure I'm let me make sure I'm caught up on chat real quick here though. Brian Ladmiral is sticking with Crossfire, much like myself. Gem Fan Hobbies in the house. What's up, brother? How are you, Mike? And okay, looks like you guys are all talking to each other. And I'm caught up on chat. Cool. So let's get into it here. We've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and this is our Tiny Whoop tier. Here is it's a night of regifting. I give people like 6 months to claim their giveaways, and then after 6 months I wait even longer. But then eventually I say, okay, they're never gonna get back to me. Some of these people jumped off of the Patreon, and then won. I try really hard to get in touch with them. I try the best I possibly can, but sometimes I can't. Or sometimes I get in touch with people and they just don't get back to me. So, yeah, bunch of regifting going on. $5 a month tier, set of Happy Model 0803 19,000 kV motors, couple of sets of Gem Fan 75mm Whoop props, and a Newbie Drone 75mm motor-to-motor cockroach canopy with the little TPU things and screws and all that good stuff. So somebody is going to win the beginning of a 75mm Tiny Whoop, and you're going to love it because with 0803s they fly really, really well. And these 4-blade Gem Fan props on these 19,000 kV motors are going to rip. So let's see who wins this one. We're gonna go here. We're gonna ready the goat. We're gonna go full screen. And somebody's gonna win. Damn it, who's it gonna be? I forgot to shuffle these names, but that's okay. This wheel's been very, very random. It looks like it's Velociraptor Foil. Congratulations, Velociraptor. You have won. Hopefully, you answer me on Patreon so that I can actually send this stuff out to get the hell out of this apartment. I'm going to write your name down here, and I'm going to message you on Patreon. P-T-O-R-F-O-I-L. Awesome. Congrats, Velociraptor! Next up, we've got the 3-inch micro brushless tier, and we've got a little package of stuff. The big thing in here is a Caddx Turtle with 2 cameras and 3 lenses. Well, 1 extra lens. So it's a Caddx Turtle with 2 of the camera units, 1 of the PCBs, and an extra lens that you can play around with for different fields of view. All the mounting stuff, a Raspberry Jolly Rancher, just 1 pink skid. Yeah, this is from a while ago. This has been sitting down there. This is one of the ones that's been down there the longest. So I can't wait for somebody to do something with this. We've got this one here. Oh wait, here's your proof of entry for the Tiny Whoop tier. I'm gonna go fast because you guys can rewind, you can fast forward, you can pause. So I'm just gonna rip through here. If you don't see your name on here, you got to go ask Patreon what's going on. I don't have any control over that. You're either paid up or you're not with Patreon, as far as I can tell. But I have no idea. I'm not in their billing department. Here's the 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewhoop tier. There are all the beautiful people on this tier. And I am going to remember to hit shuffle this time. And go! Oh, God. The goat had a crisis. Who's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be MotoRef. Here it comes. It's either AA or MotoRef. There it is. MotoRef FPV. Congratulations. If I write your name down in black, it's not gonna show up because this thing is black. Maybe it will. Oh boy. I'm gonna take a gamble here. I can kind of see it. Oh wait, no. I have colored Sharpies. Congratulations, brother. CiottiFPV. I will shoot you a message over on Patreon. Get your address and send you a Caddx turtle. Next, and the end of our Patreon giveaways is gonna. Oh god, I almost threw up. Is gonna be a brand new Caddx Ratel 2, micro size, 19 millimeters. Of course, they have the adapter in there. This is the 5-inch tier, by the way, and the gigantic 6-inch prop pack. Pretty much all of the 6-inch props that are available. Multiple sets of certain ones, like the Ethics bubblegums. I think there's like 4 sets of them in there. This is like 50, 60 bucks in 6-inch props. So this and the Caddx Ratel are gonna go to one lucky human, and it's gonna be one of these people in here. Here's the list, and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see who wins. It's looking like... Nope, I was wrong. It's going to be Chris Dilks, and I'm going to respin it. It's Chris Dilks. I'm going to remove him from the wheel. He's a friend of mine from up in New York. He only flies tiny whoops. He just wanted to support me. So we're going to go again. It's going to be Chris Dilks again. Ready? Here it comes. Ooh, be Tiago. Force Tiago to build a 6-inch rig. Ah, there we go. Tiago, you're building a 6-inch rig. Not that you're going to have anywhere to fly it. Tiago, are you in here by chance? Oh my god, Chris Dilks just happened to be in the chat. What's up, Chris? I mean, I assume that you don't want to build a 6-inch rig, Chris, right? Have you guys seen Tiago? I feel like I might have seen him at the beginning of the stream. I have a feeling Tiago is not going to be able to use these either. Because him and I have talked at length. And in Brazil, he has a really hard time. He has a hard time finding spots to fly micros in Brazil. I really doubt that he's going to be able to fly a 6-inch rig. Let me actually message him and see if he'll get back to me during this live stream, and then we can spin it one more time. So let's see. See all in Messenger. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spin it again now. And then if Tiago gets back to me and says that he wants it, this person's not going to win it. Is that... I feel like that makes sense. It's a little bit of a cock tease, but... Facebook Messenger, I'm going to stab you. I type a name in, and then it just disappears. Yo! You won a big-ass bag of 6-inch props. Do you want them or respin? All right, cool. Let's see if Tiago gets back to me during the... Oh, he's typing back right now. Look at him go. Maybe he's in the chat. He's just not typing. Oh, now I get to make fun of him. I see how it is not watching my stream, you bastard. He says respin. There is also a Caddx Ratel 19 camera. You want that? Wait, no, that's not what it is. What is it? Is it a Ratel? Yeah, it is. One of you guys, it's looking like one of you guys are gonna win these 6-inch props. So Caddx Ratel 2. Ratel 2, that is. Okay, so we're gonna respin for the 6-inch props right now. And go! Wait, is that it? Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. There we go. We're gonna remove Tiago and go! Let me pull Tiago's chat window over here. So I can talk to him while that's happening. JT MacGyver is going on a 6-inch adventure. Congratulations, JT. I'm gonna write your name on here. And you are going long ranging. That does not look like a T. Okay. Man doesn't know how to write. JT MacGyver. Alright, I gotta make sure I get it spelled right because otherwise I won't be able to find you guys on Patreon to send you your message. Where the hell did that go? What is happening? Okay, Tiago doesn't want the camera either, so JT, you also get the camera. Thanks to Tiago. Everybody tell Tiago that he's the greatest human ever. He's a really good dude. Really, really good dude. So there we go. There's our three Patreon giveaways for the night. Now we're gonna do the super chat and PayPal based giveaway, and I'm gonna explain that in 1 second. Let me just get caught up on the chat here real quick. All right, we're good to go. Hey, Mike, do you want me to look at that video now? Is it safe for me to look at live on stream? Mike is GemFan Hobby. He says, I sent a video as Ultron on Instagram for you to help me figure out why. I'm pulling it up real quick here. There he is. Let's see. What's he got going on? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh! What was that? What in the world? What is the deal with that? When's it? So like, what did you do to? What stick input did you do to get it to do that? That's weird. That's like rear motors going full bananas. Oh my god, it's when you disarmed it? Oh, that's scary. What happened after the video cut off? Did it keep going full banana pants? Check your failsafe in beta flight. You've probably already done that. Yeah, make sure that your failsafe is set. Testing easy flips, right back and boom. Wow. Dude, that's weird. I've never seen one do that. I know that they used to do that way back when, back in like one-shot days before D-shot. Jeez, have any of you guys in chat seen a scary failsafe like that anytime soon? That's kind of like before my time. Like when I started in the hobby, it was when D-shot was out. Couldn't stop it. Had to let it do it on the ground for 3 minutes. Ooh, boy. Wow, that's really scary, dude. That's really fucking scary. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I've never had a rig do that. I've never really heard of a rig on D-shot doing that. Oh, boy. Yeah, that shit used to happen a lot back in like one-shot days when you would have to... Robin Duckett says faulty ESC. That's the only thing I can think of, too. Somebody said play it again. So it obviously armed fine, and it flew fine, but there was something about disarming that just made it go nutso. Wow, that's like worst nightmare shit right there. And disarm. Disarm. Wow. Not cool. That's yeah, I mean that's like absolute worst nightmare shit right there. I have no idea. I have no idea. I would send that to Joshua Bardwell. He's probably the he's just been in it long enough where he'll remember the old he'll remember those problems having happened way long ago, and he might maybe be able to relate that to current D-Shot and have some chance of figuring that out, or just change the flight controller in the ESC. I would blame that on the. I think I would blame that on the ESC. Wow, man, that's scary. I disarm shit when it's like right next to me sometimes. Oh my god, is that a brand new build? Ooh, that's a good question. Was that a brand new build, or is that a build that's been fine? Oh, that I really... If that's a build that's been fine, don't even answer. I don't want to know. I'm just going to assume that that was a brand new build. Because if it wasn't a brand new build, it's been fine for a while. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did you change anything on that build between the last time you disarmed it and then it doing that? Oh man, that is horrifying. I'll bet you didn't. Nothing changed. Oh. Oh. Nope. Yeah, Marcel off-axis FPV with $1.49 Canadian with a little nope thumbs down. Yeah, that's nope. I would take that ESC and that flight controller out of there and just not risk it. Oh boy. Was that one of the rigs you were doing crash testing with? I'm going to assume that that's one of the rigs you were doing crash testing with. So that would then lead me to believe that during the crash testing, a physical component... Oh man, that's weird though. When it disarmed... Like, what physical damage could have been done, right? That would cause it to do that on disarm, right? Like, we can't blame it on anything setup related. We can't blame it on we can't blame it on the transmitter. We can't blame it on anything because he's been flying that rig. And nothing has changed. So it had to have been from a crash. Oh man, that's scary. That's real scary. Yeah, don't disarm near yourself. Even if you've disarmed your rig 100 times. Wow. Super chat and Patreon based giveaway. Again, regifting. Some regifting going on. The coolest 1S charger in the world. Venom. Oh, no. Here, I'll explain how it works. $5 super chat for 1 spot on the wheel. $10 super chat for 2 spots on the wheel. Or you can do PayPal. If you do super chats, YouTube is going to take 30+%. If you do PayPal over at CiottiFPV.com, who created PayPal? What's his name? Not Bezos. Why can't I think of his name? Elon. Elon won't take 30%. Yeah, $5 on the wheel once, $10 on the wheel twice. PayPal preferred, but you can also do super chats. Ready? Go. Venom 1S charger. It's got MCPX, MCX, JST, and MOLX. MCPX is the one that everybody's using. Really, really fancy little tiny whoop charger. That was donated by Frank Nicholas, actually. So everybody say thanks to Frank. 7 of these RC and Power 1202 6300 kV motors. These are going to be really good for an ultralight 3-inch toothpick, or a even better yet, a 2.5-inch toothpick. And there's 7 of them, so you can bash the shit out of it and just keep replacing them. And then we've also got a set of these Beta FPV 75mm whoop propellers. So yeah, there you go. 5 on the wheel once, 10 on the wheel twice. Doom Rider's in the house. What's up, Doom? How the hell are you? Born FPV says, would turtle mode do that? Not really. Not really. Not on disarm, at least. Man, is that weird. Man, is that a weird failure. Ooh, boy. That's scary. Dragonwing says, check my messages to GemFan. It can only be the flight controller, else runaway protection would kick in. ESC needs PWM input. Faulty flight controller can give this when not supposed to. That makes a lot of sense, Dragonwing. That makes a lot of sense, but wow. What could fail on the flight control? I mean, I don't have enough of a knowledge of like the actual chips on the damn things. It makes a lot of sense that the ESC wouldn't do it. Wow. Don't disarm near yourself. That's all that matters out of all of this. Don't disarm near yourself. That's a really good like reminder. This is why the whole hand catch thing is a terrible idea. Like, I've explained to you guys the safest possible way to do hand catches, but I've also told you in explaining it, don't do this. It's stupid. There's no reason to do it. Every once in a while there kind of is a reason to do it, but not really. You can almost always find a spot that's not sandy or snowy to land on. But yeah, don't hand catch. Jesus. B-Man says, Devils be gone! Get off me, banana hands. What movie? Ooh, that sounds familiar, but I won't be able to get the movie. I won't be able to get it. That feels like a movie I've seen once long ago. Blitz FPV says, just imagine he tried to Mr. Steal it and try to catch it on the disarm. Yeah, exactly. DJ CJX says, well, there goes all my dreams of flying anything bigger than a 2-inch rig. Scary. Marcel, thanks again for the super chat. Very cool of you. Double A saying hello. And B-Man says, is that a live short from a discharging cap? I can't imagine it. None of us would be running caps anymore. But I could totally be wrong. I don't know how that would work. B-Man says that's what happens when you give the Tasmanian Devil the sticks. And Hot Poet Hoodlum says, bless you, devil. Alright, we're caught up. Cool. Let's get some people put on the wheel. Wow, man, that is super scary. That is super creepy, man. Oh my god. Please send that to Joshua. He'll probably put it on his channel. That's a really good reminder for all of us to not fuck her. I never thought about that happening on disarm. I only ever thought about that happening during arming. That's a really good reminder for, as the tech has gotten better, as the flight software has gotten better, naturally we're gonna be less careful. And that right there is a really good reminder that we have to be more careful, because if you tried to hand catch that, you'd Mike would be in the hospital. Like, he'd be missing fingers and shit. Like, that went full steam, and that's a full fat 5-inch freestyle rig. Like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Oh, God. It's the creepiest shit ever. Ooh. B-Man FPV with a $10 super chat. He wants to go on the wheel twice. I'll allow it. Once and twice. Who else do we have? Alec Dvornik with a $10 super chat. He's always watching. Thank you, Alec. You go on the wheel 2 times, sir. Maniac FPV with a $10 super chat. He's driving. Is that the key to winning? Is it? Let's find out, goddammit. Once and twice, Maniac FPV is on the wheel. Bob Noxious with... I think he typed message retracted. I don't think you can retract a message in a super chat. I think he typed that. Bob Noxious with a $20 super chat. He's going on the wheel twice, and I'm going to take the other $10, and I'm going to snort it up my nose. But I'm not going to use it to buy drugs to snort up my nose. I'm actually just going to take a $10 bill, I'm going to grind it up real fine, and I'm going to snort that up my nose to make sure that, you know, I don't die. Because drugs are bad. Drugs that you snort up your nose are bad. Thank you, Bob Noxious. That's the wrong button. There we go. Oh my God, chat blew up. Riot9 with 681 Australian. Is that... what's the exchange rate right now? Are you on the wheel once or twice? I'm gonna put you on once, and if you tell me that you need to go on there a second time, I'll believe you. So let me know. And then we got a little bit of Fairly Functional. He wants to be on that wheel for his chance to win many things. Fairly Functional, I'm gonna space you out just in case Riot9 tells me I need to put him on the wheel again. Let me get over to PayPal here and take a look. All right. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh. If you guys are patrons of Bot Grinder, he got his Atlanta edit up on there already. My God, that was quick. Amazon's terms have changed. That's not important at all. Robin Duckett sent $10. He wants to go on the wheel 2 times. I will allow it. Right9, let me know about that exchange rate. Or I can just Google it. Robin Duckett, you are on the wheel. Thank you for your support. Michael Hill sent $5. He's going on the wheel. Thank you, Michael. Thanks to everybody, of course. You guys are super awesome for the support. Robert Yates, Geo Fairbanks, he says, keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, Geo. You've grown on the wheel 2 times for that one. Oh, space this out a little bit more. And once and twice. There we go. Riot9 says 1 time on the wheel. Very cool. Thanks for confirming that for me, brother. And then the last email that I have is from Kevin Ruan with $10. He wants to go on the wheel 2 times, and we're going to make it happen. If you've sent me a PayPal and you're not on the wheel yet, type it in the chat. Tag me in the chat. RC Ritter with a $5 super chat. He's going on the wheel. Let's get him on there. Sometimes the emails will come through a little bit late. Marcel Off Axis, he wants in as well. 5 Californian Canadian dollars. What's better, a Californian dollar or a Canadian dollar? What do you think? Thank you, Marcel. Chomper FPV, he's here for the party. $10 worth of wheel entries, $5 worth of chopped up $5 bills being snorted. It's gonna happen. Not live on stream so that I can lie about it. Let me get some of these tags out of the way. CiottiFPV, don't land near yourself. Me, practicing shoe touch landings. Yeah. Frank Nicholas says maybe he hit turtle mode by accident instead of disarm. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to disarm and then enable turtle mode and then rearm. So that could not, to my knowledge, that could not have been it. Unfortunately, I wish that was it. Blitz FPV says good reason to never land like Mr. Steele. Yeah, exactly. Michael Hill says I sent $5 in PayPal. Thank you for the reminder here in the chat, Michael. That's super useful. Fairly Functional says hello. Journey Droid says, Gemfan Hobby, Horizon mode would freak out. Ooh! Well, no, it wouldn't because he disarmed. But that's a great thought, Journey Droid. Horizon mode would freak out if the flight controller is mounted upside down without changing orientation beta flight. It would, but he would have had to flip it into Horizon or Acro or Angle rather than disarming. Really good thought though, Journey Droid. Dragonwing FPV says, I've had this happen myself. Ooh, cool. Scary part, the flight controller booted normally one time after, and then the quad flipped out again. Flight controller bricked after that. After flight controller changed, quad flies like a dream. My God. Oh yeah, Mike, take the props off and play around with it some more. See if you can get it to do that behavior again. Oh my God, crazy. What else do we have here? Bob Noxious says ADHD is killing me. 10 for the wheel and the rest to make up the difference. Thank you, Bob. ADHD is killing me, he says. Jackalope says, are you giving away a shirt? I'm not. I'm all out of shirts. I got no shirts left. Give them all away. So, who can I bug to send me more shirts? I'll think about it. I need to, my stash of giveaway stuff is shrinking. So I need to start bugging manufacturers to send shit for the giveaways more. So I'll get on that as I do more orders. Usually, I used to be pretty good. Like when I would put an order into a shop, I would put in the notes like, "Hey, I do giveaways and blah blah blah. If you want to sponsor one of the giveaways, just throw some swag in or whatever." I haven't been doing that for a while, so I'm gonna start doing that again. Where am I at? Dragonwing. Where'd it go? Dragonwing says, had a UART fry a while before that, did remapping to make it work again, so showed signs of giving up. Oh, that's scary. It was telling you, man. It was telling you. Robin Duckett sent via PayPal. I gotcha. Thank you for the reminder here. Gemfan Hobby says, he says 10 for Ultron and 10 for him. Wait, who? Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. What? Mike, you're messing with me, aren't you? You're messing with me, and it succeeded, didn't it? And I'm still playing into it. I'm still reading. I'm still scrolling up. If not, let me know. If you're not messing with me, let me know. Don't do that. Don't be mean. Don't do it. You know I'm gullible as shit. You know I'll buy right into it. Where did I leave off? Chomper? Alright, Fairly Functional. Do I have you on there? I do not. Yes, I do. There you are. Okay. So we're good there. No more. You guys just got to see YouTube do the thing. That's it, doing the thing. Dingles says he sent it through PayPal. Dingles, are you on the wheel? I don't know your YouTube name from your real human name. Oh, there's some more. There's 2 more over on PayPal. Kevin Young with a $10 PayPal. He wants on the wheel 2 times, and he's going to get it. Thank you, Kevin. Once, twice, and then we've got a little bit of Frank Nicholas for the fund, not the giveaway. So Frank Nicholas wants his 10 to go in here. We are now at 1710 out of 9,999,999. Thank you very much, Frank. Very cool of you. We are at 1710 now. If OBS would get their shit together and fix their software, I could buy the damn iMac. But at the moment, I'm just kind of waiting. Are we caught up? I think we're good. Jim says, nope, I also have pre-arm. Oh my god. Benjamin West wants to be spun around. And I don't think I have him on the wheel right now. I do not. All right, cool. Benjamin, you are going on there once. Thank you for the support. And Jem Van Javi says I was joking, dude. He didn't say that. Okay, good. Don't prey on my... Don't prey on my gullible... It's not gullible. I just always want to make sure that, like, nobody gets ripped off. How dare you, Mike? Bob Noxious says, if you're planning on doing meets, some of those should be swap meets. Oh my god, they should all be swap meets. We all have stuff each other could use. You go on FPV Exchange and you put all that stuff on there right now. Yeah, when we have the meets, they'll like absolutely bring all the stuff that you don't want and trade. Forevermore says, put me on. Forever, are you not on? Are you not on there? Unless you're Kevin Young. All right, as of right now, I'm caught up on chat. So tag me right now if you're not on the wheel. Everybody should be on the wheel that needs to be on there. So tag me right now. It's your last chance. Dingles says I'm Kevin Young. Okay, so we're good. Dingles is good. Forevermore, though. Are you not on here? And you should be? Did I miss a super chat, or did you do PayPal? Let's see. All right, I don't see you in here, Forevermore. So I'm thinking maybe you did PayPal. I'll give you a second, though. Just confirm it for me. And then we're going to spin the wheel. And again, it's for some stuff. I showed you the stuff, and away we go. Yo, I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired from yesterday, my god. I'm like mentally tired. I'm just mentally tired. I'm not really physically tired because I usually only get, Forevermore says I did PayPal. Okay, once or twice, Forevermore. I'll put you on. It's, for some reason, it's not coming through. So this is why I tell you guys to tag me, and this is why I take the extra time. Because, yeah, God forbid PayPal doesn't send me the notification. Just one? Awesome. And there we go. All right, so we're all filled up. Your name should be on there. If it's not, I gave you all the chances I possibly could. Time to spin the wheel. The goat is ready. Here we go. Somebody's going to win some stuff that I showed you already. Who's it going to be? Is the question. I think it's going to be GemFan Hobby. Here it comes. It's going to be GemFan Hobby. No, it's B-Man FPV. Congratulations, B-Man. You're going to have the fanciest Tiny Whoop charger in all the land. I almost kept this thing just because it's so fancy. But I don't fly Tiny Whoop enough. I had this grand illusion that somebody that flies Tiny Whoop a lot would win this. B-Man. Wow, that's some brutal handwriting. Space FPV. B-Man, you're under... B-Man, are you B-Man on Patreon? If you are... Oh my god, I forgot to mention a set of Tweet FPV grips, of course, and a digital copy of FPV Flight Dynamics. I did the worst job at selling this this giveaway possible. Yeah. Surprise gift for the winner. Let's call it that. B-Man, do me a favor. Wait. You already have a copy of you already have a digital copy of the book, don't you? I think you do. Do I owe you? I think I owe you something, B-Man. Can I I feel like I can combine this. Did you win 2 weeks ago? Or was it 4 weeks ago? Jory FPV says, it was nice meeting you at Flowstate showing. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the flight meetup you did. Talked with multiple people who went and had a good time. Thanks for doing it. You're certainly welcome, Jory. You're going to have another chance. I'm going to start doing monthly or bi-monthly get-togethers here in Atlanta. So you'll have another shot to come and fly some stuff. Robin Duckett says, right-click on the chat background, click Inspect Element. In the console, type... Oh... this thing. Alright, right click. Inspect. In the console. Alright, I've inspected it. I'm gonna click console. Oh god, now what? Where do I even type? Where do I type? Look at all these fields. Where do I type it? Down here? I pasted it. What's gonna happen? Uncaught type error. Didn't work. Talk to me like you would talk to a 4-year-old. That's the only way. You sent me everything in the copybook. We straight. Awesome. Cool. So B-Man is good to go. Yeah. I've got your address, so we're good. I don't need you to message me and stuff. Congratulations to everybody that won. To everybody that didn't win, 2 weeks from now, you'll definitely win. For sure. I'm sure of it. I'm certain of it. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Hold on. Let me throw these out here. Why am I doing this? Why am I throwing these out here? Why do it while the stream is live? What a stupid thing to do. I'm still out here making a dumb decision. Oh, and there's no reason for them to be out there. The names are on. The names are on them out there. I'm gonna have to bring them back in here to message people. Well, what's done is done. Jory's in South Carolina, so only 4.5 hours. I'll definitely come to a meetup in Atlanta. Very cool, Jory. Very, very cool. Yeah, again, you guys just need to bug me. You all can bug me as much as you want to set that up. Because I'm lazy, man. And, yeah, I got a little bit of time to set that up. I'll set it up like a month from now. Since we just did it, we'll do one a month from now. So start bugging me in a couple weeks. And so we'll hit the, thinking of spots, so we'll hit, wow, cool. We'll hit both of the spots that we didn't on Saturday. We'll do, so this, for this next one, a month-ish from now, we'll do stables and the corner dive building spot. Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. I don't have to think or anything. I can just poop my pants. 10:14 p.m. Wow. Okay. So that's the stream. We'll do a couple of minutes over here on the 250, just so that we can make a little bit of progress. And then I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Riot9 says, did you guys talk about the meetup at the start? Got here late. We did, Riot. The first, like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of the stream. So you can check that out. Here's a little more flying from the meet. Here's Club Metro. Is this a good one? Let's see. CiottiFPV says, were you giving away 1202.5 motors? Nope, they were 1202s though. I thought of you, Athix. I did. I hoped that you were gonna win it. I had my fingers crossed for you. But alas. Here's a little bit more flying from that spot. Power loop in here. Ready? Look at that. Ooh, it's so hard. It's so tight to get on the throttle there. That's what she said.
お前どうしてそこでやめるんだそこでもう少し頑張ってみろよダメやめ諦めたら周りのこと思うよ応援してる人たちのこと思ってみろってあともうちょっとのところなんだろ俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ絶対やってみろ必ず目標達成できるだからこそネバギバ
There you go. There's a little more fun. I was not flying well. I never fly well when there's more than like one person. All right, Robin Duckett's got another one for us to try. Okay, so try. Come on. I guess I can have this open if I want to copy and paste. Okay. So okay. Okay. And we got that. All right. So we're gonna inspect. And then I'm gonna click console, I think. Maybe I have to. Oh, it looks like it's already kind of lit up. And then paste, return. Nothing happens. Or maybe something did happen. Maybe it's all better. Do I have to hit that every... I assume I have to do that every time. I would love that. I would love that if that fixed it. Avix says, bot dropped that 1 5-inch. What do you mean, dropped that 1 5-inch? Now scroll down. Yeah, it doesn't... YouTube doesn't do the thing that often. I have to do it every time. Oh, my God. All right, I have a little notepad document here with some stuff, so I'm gonna paste it there, and then when I remember, I'll do it. It'll say in the console if you hit up. Oh, I already closed it, but I'll try it at the beginning of a stream, and we'll see if it works. Looks like I'm caught up. All right, cool. So let's spend a couple of minutes with the 250 here, and then I'm actually gonna wrap this thing up, eat some food, and just relax and try to get to sleep at a responsible adult time. So I'll see you guys on Gran Turismo Sport at 2 a.m. All right. So where are we at with this 250? Nah, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm not into it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take the easy lazy man out because this is actually a better idea. Flowstate. What would we call that? It wasn't a private showing. Flowstate private showing. I want to do AAR for after action report, but nobody knows what AAR means that isn't a total airsoft or military nerd. Bot had his 5-inch desync onto the parking lot. That frame was strong looking up close. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, his frame is very, very, very strong. Flowstate private showing, not feedback. Coke. That's it. Yeah. Just leave it there. Flowstate private. No, that doesn't make any sense. Feedback? Is the word feedback? Should we just type the word feedback and be done? Feedback synonyms. Oh, good. Fedback synonyms. Comment, reaction, response. Response is a good word, right? Response. Response. Or just weekend. I'm just gonna leave it there. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm just. I'm sure you guys can tell mentally I'm just not all here right now. So I'm gonna roll. I think I'm actually gonna play a little bit of Gran Turismo Sport here. So I'll stream that. So I'll see you guys that are into cars in a few. Maybe not. The sim rig is all set up, so I feel like I should. But like, I'm just fucking tired. No, I'm gonna take some fucking me time. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll jump on the sim tomorrow. How about that? I'll do a little stream tomorrow on the simulator. Kitten, I know. The cat's schedule is all thrown off. Kitten content for those that waited until the end. Look at this handsome devil. Look at him. Would you just look at him? He's about to claw me to death. You wouldn't do well in nature, buddy. What if like a bigger cat tried to eat your head? You would just let it? Oh god, ow! I fucking paid for that one. Alright, I'm gonna go have a allergy attack. Thanks for hanging out. Here's a little bit more flying from Poops McGillicuddy. That's me. Thanks for hanging.
I think I was just to turn on.
Come on. Come on. Go. Come on, computer, go. Go, computer. Come on, I want to show them. I want to show the people the things. There we go. Be good, friends. I'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday and Friday and Sunday and all the days. Love every single one of you. Have an awesome night.